Hi everyone, this is Dee with the Paper Drawer. I wanted to share with you today something I've been doing just to use up my fabric scraps that I slow stitch with. And I'm going to put these in my Etsy shop. These are just a few that I've made. There's enough to make a 4x6 journal cover with it if you like. I'll just go through them with you. It's messy stitched. The back's just crazy. But I want to show you what I've done. And then I want to give you one little tip on what you can do in planning your cover. But I have been talking to Lisa at Apricot Cat Crafts. She's in the UK, and she does these spines beautifully. And she's been kind of guiding me on them, and this is a practice one, but I think it turned out pretty good, so I'll probably use it. This is a vintage quilt. It's a cutter quilt that I got. And then this is my messy stitching that I did. So this is the inside. It also could be the cover if you wanted to. And then what I would do is I would do something else on the cover. Same with this one if this was the cover, and this probably will be my cover. And one good thing is you can flip it either way, you know, to see which way you like best. But that's what I've done there. And then I've done this one out of upholstery fabric. And I did the same type of spine that I love. And there is cardboard, or what's that called? I can't think of the name of it. But it's the heavy cardboard. I sandwiched that in between. I made a pocket going all the way across on this one. And then I've done another little pocket here. And you might recognize this as Mateo's. I used one of his digitals as a journaling card. And then I just made it into a pocket. And this I printed on vellum. And then I just stuck some tickets from his digital kit in here. And then this slips into the pocket. So that's just another idea. And then what I'll do is I'll stitch the signatures right into the spine. And I guess what you could do too is you could do a hidden spine with it. Just reinforce this again, and then sew your signature block, and then place it in here. Okay, so that's just another idea. These pieces are averaging around 11 to 15 inches. And one thing that I do to try and visualize where I'm going to cut and place things is photographers use framing. And I know some of you may be aware of it, but before they take a picture, they hold a frame, a cardboard frame up to see what they want to get into the picture. And basically, that's the same principle as this. Okay, so I'll go through these with you, but when you get your piece and you're not sure where you want to cut, you can always just keep placing this in places to see what you want to capture. Okay, this is pretty much the same, although this is different right here. So you might want to capture just part of it and maybe do this doily down here in the corner. So framing is a great way to get what you want. This one is a little bit more varied, so you might want to, you know, not use that because you've got your doily there. You may want to turn it this way. Okay, then your journal would be this way. Sorry. Okay, so cut a piece of cardstock or cardboard to the size journal, make a window, and then just start placing it around and see where you might want to start cutting. Remember, this is just the cover, so you'll have to double this. So, but this will give you an idea, and you can always fold it in half and then, you know, cut around 3 sides. Okay, But framing is a great way when you start working with collages like this, on trying to see where you want to cut. You might even want to put it at the bottom or put it at the top. Okay, so once you do this, I also have another frame that I use, and this gives you the complete layout. So when this is folded in half, you have a 4x6. So this is another great way to get an overall view of where you want to cut when you have an item like this messy quilting thing. So that's just a tip to give you some ideas so you don't accidentally cut in the wrong place, or that's not where you meant to cut it. So here are some other pieces. And again, it's really hard to tell until you frame it. It really is. So my feeling is you really need to frame it, I think, to get where you want. And then remember, this is just one side. It's the front or the back. So be careful, or just cut one that is the full size, so that you get an idea of what could be your front and back, and then that way you won't make a mistake. And then what I do is just get a pencil, and then I just trace around the opening, and then that's where I'll cut. Okay. So some of these pieces, depending on how you use it, you may get another little smaller journal out of, another piece of it. But these are just averaging about 11 by 15. They're a little crooked, but again, there's enough at least for one journal. This one, you probably could get a little more on this end, and of course it's not quite as long as this piece, and again, it's just a little bit cut differently. So these are just offcuts. These are just pieces that I had, and I made the collage fabrics out of them. I really enjoy doing this. So that could give you some ideas, and don't forget you can turn it and use it. If you do it this way, you could probably get a whole nother piece at the top. Let me see on this other piece if you could, because it's kind of an odd shape here. Yeah, you probably could. Probably get it down here, and then you have enough room for something else up here. So you can be creative and work that way. I'm going to have these in my Etsy shop. I've got several things to list in my Etsy that I showed in previous videos, but I will get to them. But I just wanted to show you these real quick. And again, I appreciate you watching, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. See you next time. Bye-bye.